I always start off saying the first thing you need to know, and this is before the federal regulations changed, I used to say, in Florida, real estate commissions are like the wild, wild west. That was my script. If anybody's listening that heard me do a listing presentation, it's like, yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard it.
And I go, Florida's like the wild, wild west. And what I would say is, as the listing agent, Johnny, if you convince me to do this listing for 0% commission, that's legal and you win. And if I convince Ross that I want to sell his house and I want a 10% commission and he agrees to, and he wants to give me a 10% commission, that's legal, I win.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's negotiable. Just keep that in mind. And then I say, this is what I'm going to ask you. And at the end, we're going to talk about it. Right. So that way they have it in their head and they can think about it as we're going through everything.
Sure.
Right. But most agents didn't do that. And a lot of agents would say you have to give 3%. And they used to do that, right? The listing agent would tell the sellers, not all listing agents,
Right.
but ones that either weren't informed or didn't care.
Well, they deliver it as this is the way it is. You deliver it as the reality. This is negotiable. And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking for this, and I'll show you. And if you think it's worth it, then we'll land there.
Yeah. And that way I feel like everybody's well informed and they make proper decisions. And things can change because when you put the house on the market, if you're not getting what you want, commissions on the buyer side for sure, right? And the listing side, right? Can be renegotiated. Well, if I'm going to take this offer, I want to change the terms.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that's really interesting about all that is as the inventory started getting tighter, and remember during the COVID boom, real estate commissions pretty much dropped to 2.5% from 3% to 2.5% on average, naturally, without anybody doing anything. Why? Supply and demand.
Market dictated it.
Yeah, market dictated it. Why am I going to pay 3% to you, Johnny, if Ross is coming in without an agent? I don't have to pay him anything.
Right.
Or why am I paying you, Johnny, 3% when Ross's person is going to do it for 1.5%, and he's giving me the same price, right? And that all became wheeler dealer and commissions dropped.